The reason why we built FAPSCO is to unite the Filipino online professionals industry, to also promote collaboration with each other, and of course we wanted to help produce skilled online professionals, specialists, and of course leaders.
We've created FAPSCO with a vision to become an organization that supports all Filipino online professionals to be successful in their online careers and businesses, regardless of their affiliations.
I joined FAPSCO because as an online professional who's working at the comfort of my home, I needed other individual can share with me on this freelancing journey.
The reason why we have built the Filipino Online Professional Service Cooperative is to help the ICT graduates, aspirant freelancers, and this is also to help them develop, explore, and acquire new skills when it comes to online professional industry.
Ang paglambo o kalampusan sa usa ka organisasyon nagadepende sa kalidad sa mga miyembro o mga lideres niini. Ang FAPSCO dili lang adunay maanindot kayo nga advokasya o misyon na matabangan kitang tanang mga online professionals na magkahiusa, mulambo o mutubo kita sa atong pagpanarbaho o pagnegosyo online.
FAPSCO for me is a digital opportunity for me to develop and share my skills.
I joined FAPSCO as one of the founding members because I knew FAPSCO is going to be backed by other veteran online professionals and freelancers, thereby having an experienced, solid, and passionate founding members that we have today.
I joined FAPSCO because the vision of the co-op aligns with my personal vision to provide much-needed support to online professionals nationwide.
I joined FAPSCO because the people that I've met have the same values, mission, and vision as mine, and that is to provide assistance, free training, and coaching to those who wants to jumpstart their career as a freelancer.
I joined the FAPSCO community because it promotes collaboration instead of competition.
I joined FAPSCO because this is the group with a helping hand.
I wanted to be part of an organization that would be a pioneer group of individuals who will be working to promote online freelance.
World, hello Philippines, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. I am yours truly, Celeste, and I'll be your moderator for tonight. This virtual program is tailored for our FAPSCO members, yung mga aspiring at saka yung successful at nag-venture ngayon into online freelance, reskill, apps, and explore more about the online freelancing industry, media, and the Filipino Online Professional Service Cooperative. And with me tonight is a very special guest in which alam ko marami tayong matututunan ngayong gabi. But before that, let me establish first yung mga house rules natin, yung walang kamatayang house rules. First and foremost, mode, mute unnecessary noise that can interfere with our virtual program. And of course, we are seeking for active participation. And let me just remind you that our question and answer will follow after the discussion presentation of our guest or resource speaker. And talking about participation sa lahat ng naka-standby at nakakapanood ngayon ng ating virtual program dito sa FAPSCO Academy, please, I urge you to type in your location and kindly say hello. Hello. Okay, so meron na tayong mga very interesting yung topic natin for tonight because very lucrative na skill when it comes to online freelancing. And then, as far as I know, mahirap hagilapin ang mga taong merong ganitong skills. And take note, for those who are interested, medyo malakihan yung bayad dito. Okay, tanungin natin yung guest speaker kung totoo ba, kung naka 6-figure na ba siya. Okay, so without further ado, allow me to introduce our guest speaker for tonight. Wait, asan na ba yun? Okay, our guest speaker for tonight is isa siyang batikan when it comes to video content creation. Okay, she is a dedicated multimedia professional and she's passionate about video creation and production with expertise. And eto, take note ha, ano ba yung mga skills na dapat niyong matutunan? Oh, maging expert kayo nito as early as now. Buklatin nyo na yung ano nyo, yung computer. Take note, 1, Adobe Premiere Pro, CapCut. Okay, may parang, I think may desktop version na yung CapCut. And then Adobe Illustrator, Photoshop, and After Effects. Mabigatin ito. And she also excels in video editing, graphic design, and of course, yung patok na yun, yung animation. Her skills extend beyond the technical aspects, as she is also skilled in video content strategy and script writing, ensuring impressive projects with compelling narratives. Parang, ang deep nun, pare. And she stays up to date with the industry trends and is sought after by businesses looking to create impactful video content for education, promotion, or storytelling. Okay, mga Fox Lancers, please help me welcome and join our resource speaker for tonight about her insights on how to attract clients with video content. Now, no other than Miss... Meron ba tayong drum roll dyan? Okay, Miss Hazel Season. Hello, Miss Hazel. Good evening and welcome to Foxco Academy.
Hello? Narinig na ba ako?
Hello. Yes, loud and clear. Kamusta, Miss Hazel?
Doing good. Kakatapos lang mag-video edit for a client. Pero, of course, I made time for this para makapag-share din ako ng mga expertise sa mga aspiring freelancers din. And to also help them in their video content creation.
Yes. Isa yun sa Miss Hazel, isa yun sa mga hurdle, malaking challenge, di ba? Malaking bottleneck, especially yung sa ibang mga content creators and even yung mga entrepreneurs, especially in how are they going to create their content using yung video format and how can they make it compelling para makarelate at saka maka-engage yung target market nila. Pero ito yung tanong Miss Hazel, na pwede na pag video content strategist ka, isang project. 6 figures yung income, true ba yun? Oo. Secondly, kailangan mo talagang maging expert sa lahat. Yung mga yung mga softwares na minention ko kanina, yung Adobe Creative Suite, especially yung After Effects, yung Photoshop, Illustrator. And then, kailangan ba talaga? Or do we have, or meron ka bang ibang suggestions for those? Kasi di ba medyo mahalad din yung mga ganong mga softwares and applications when it comes to creating your video content and video graphic design. Okay? And then, Miss Hazel, hindi ko na patatagalin. The virtual floor is yours. You may start your presentation now.
So, hello guys, good evening, and let me share my screen. Masabi na lang kung nakikita nyo na.
Go ahead. Okay, loading. Yes. Okay, visible na yung presentation mo.
Wait lang. So, nakikita pa ba?
Yes. Okay, while waiting for Miss Hazel to prepare her presentation, lahat ng mga Fox Lancers dyan na nanunood who are with us tonight, kindly type in your location. Okay? Type in your location. And if you do have any questions, please feel free to ask. Kasi eto yung pagkakataon natin, yung opportunity natin to know more about how to create compelling and engaging video content. So, hello nga pala dyan kay Master Oliver Salvo. Ito yung iniintay niya. Okay? Are you ready na ba, Miss Hazel?
Ready na.
Okay, the virtual floor is yours.
Right. Thank you. All right, guys. So, hi guys, I'm Hazel Season. And for my presentation for tonight, I'm going to talk about how to attract clients with video content. So, the reason na ito yung napili ko i-discuss is it's because it's something na I personally went through. It's something I personally experienced. Kaya I also want to share it with you because parang I also want to share my wins by helping you guys also win. So, ayun. Okay, so a little about me. Right, so sa mga hindi nakakaalam, I'm actually an accountancy graduate on June 2019. So, medyo malayo, no? Video creative, from accountancy, naging video creative.
Ang layo talaga, Miss Hazel. Parang numbers, naging pixelation.
Actually, during that time, parang nagkaroon ako ng parang existential crisis, parang ganon. So, napareflect ako sa buhay noon. So, basta long story short, I no longer felt growth in that career path. Kaya that kind of pushed me to change careers. So, long story short, nag-change na lang ako ng careers. So, I actually tried different skills din. Nag-skill hopping din ako. Na-try ko rin yung chatbots, na-try ko rin yung email, na-try ko yung website development. So, during that, before ako mag-finalize to video content creation, medyo parang nalilito pa rin ako kung anong gusto kong i-offer as a skill in freelancing. Pero, even I was still searching for my skill, parang I've already been doing video content creation, parang more of as a hobby. Siguro that time I have a limiting belief no na hindi ka pwedeng kumita on something that you can enjoy. Siguro that was stopping me from actually offering video content creation as a service. And it's only this year na medyo na-push ko yung sarili ko to offer it as a service. Ngayon, since I already have a background on video content creation, parang sineryoso ko na siya. And in my personal Facebook profile, I started doing content creation about my service. And in doing so, I was able to attract leads, attract referrals, and also I also attracted people in becoming interested to work with me. So, ito yung mga messages na kuha ko. So, just FYI guys, hindi ako nag-reach out sa kanila. Hindi ako nag-message sa kanila. Silang kusa yung nag-message sa akin kasi they saw my video content. So, itong topic na to, it's something na I can really vouch for kasi it's something na na-experience ko sa talaga. So, ayun. Meron dito na nag-inquire kung video editor ba ako, strategies, what services do I offer, how much ba yung charge ko. Meron pa dito from other countries. So, sabi niya, can we talk? Medyo magkaiba kami ng time zone. So, ayun guys, kahit ibang bansa na re-reach ko din. So, nakakatuwa lang. And also may nag-refer din sa akin na friend na ni-refer niya ako sa kaibigan niya. Ito, which is, a friend will reach out to you. I reco you as a video content strategist. So, ayan guys, parang based on that pa lang, parang makikita niyo yung power talaga ng video content creation. Like, since you're putting yourself out there, parang the people will know you na your expertise, what you're good at. Tapos, if you do it well enough, sila na yung mag-reach out sa'yo. So, ayun. So, if this is something you also, sorry. If you also want this to happen to you, so let's get started. All right. So, first and foremost, who is this for? So, can I know lang if may idea na kayo sa video content creation, from 0 to 10, para mag-each.
Hi. For basics, mga basics lang, Miss Hazel. O sa lahat ng mga ka-Fops Lancers dyan. By the way, Miss Hazel, may mga Fops Lancers natin tayong nanonood from Laguna, tsaka Cavite. Ay, hello. Also from Master Oli, at saka Sir Dennis, the Gala King, nakakauwi lang. Okay, from Thailand, at saka sa Malaysia. At saka hello din kay Miss Luigi Teresa. Oh, eto. Hello, Miss Tin. Thank you for watching. Oh, eto yan si Miss Tin. Kinakareer din niya yung video content creation. But what else can she learn based from tonight's presentation nyo po? Okay. For me, trinay ko yung video content creation gamit ng isang application. Wala, kailangan ko pang i-level up. Paano ba, Miss Hazel?
Okay, actually, on-optimize ko for itong presentation for mga beginners. Pero if you want more advanced questions, pwede nyo na lang tanungin at the end of the session na lang. So, okay. Okay ba yun, guys?
Okay, so lahat ng mga interested, gaya ng sinabi ko, very interesting yung topic natin. I-type nyo na yung mga question, yung pang 6-figure na question ninyo kay Miss Hazel ngayon. Okay, Miss Hazel, ano pa ba ang pwede mong ibigay sa amin ngayong gabi?
Okay, guys. So, who is this for? Bali, parang, like I said, na-optimize ko siya parang more of yung mga starting pa lang. But you can ask me advanced questions at the end of the session na lang. So, also, itong presentation na to, more of, there are different types of content. Pero for this session, we're going to focus on yung tinatawag na talking heads videos or talking head video content. So, an example of that is, magkiklik ako ng video here, pasabi na lang if nakikita. Ay, hindi. Di ba nakikita? Kikita ba yung video?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Wala, di pa yata makikita yung link. Gora. Okay.
Alright. Okay, itong video na ipapakita ko na talking head, ito yung isa sa mga videos na medyo nakakapag-attract ng clients ko. So yeah, panoorin natin. Yeah.
Uy, I like your profile picture.
Thank you. Alright, so start. Sabi natin if my audio.
Yes,
go.
Our trust from your viewers. I'm Daniel Season, short form video strategist, and today I will show you a simple tip to get more trust from your viewers. And like I said, it's very simple.
Papatapusin pa natin.
Go!
In fact, it's as simple as just showing your hands on video. I'm serious. You see, the reason for this is because when a person first meets someone, the very first thing their brain looks at is your hands. And the reason for this is because the brain's main function is to keep you safe, to protect you, and make sure no one is going to end you with some sort of weapon in their hands. Once you show your hands, the brain gives its biological response that you're safe, this person isn't carrying any weapons, you can trust them. And that is one of the simple tips you can use to get instant trust from your viewers. Follow if you want more video performance tips. Are you?
So,
parang may psychology tsaka scientific na integration. Talaga, Miss Hazel?
Yeah, actually, into psychology din ako. I'm really into psychology and marketing. Tapos, very interested ako like paano ko siya i-apply in videos. So, parang gusto ko yung nata-challenge yung utak ko. Tapos, finding ways on how to apply psychology and marketing into my videos. So, yeah, yung mga lot of my interests. Yun lang, share ko lang. Okay, so moving on. Today's discussion, ang mga i-cover natin ng mga topics is medyo more of parang overview lang siya. Fast-paced tayo kasi limited lang yung time natin. So, ayun. Ito yung mga cover natin topics, why videos are effective, having the proper mindset, how to get video content ideas, write scripts, set up your recording area, talk in your videos, and basic video editing tips. So, yeah, medyo may in-depth discussion dapat to, pero since limited yung time, medyo overview lang siya. But if you have questions, ask nyo na lang ako sa end of the session. So, ayun. Alright, so, start na tayo. Bakit nga ba effective ang mga videos? So, for me, videos are effective kasi it is one of the fastest ways to develop genuine connections. May ano kasi tayo sa marketing that we have to develop that genuine connection with our customers. Parang we have this thing called the KLT, yung know, like, and trust. Like before a certain person or a certain business even considers doing business with you, you have to first build these three things, you know, like, and trust. Parang I have to know you first, then I have to like you first, then I have to trust you first. Before I consider parang, sige, makikipag-transaction ako dito or I will do business with this person. So, ang ginagawa ng mga videos is, for me, it's parang more of a shortcut siya in getting to know a person without actually being physically present with that person. Diba? Diba parang, for example, we get to know a person more pag kasama natin siya in real life. Pero since parang there are certain clients now we can't technically be with them physically, ang best shortcut na lang doon to build that relationship with them is through video content. Bakit? By watching your videos, I get an idea or I get to gauge you on what is your expertise, how you do things in your work, or who you are as a person. So, for example, ako na lang, in my video contents, I showcase my expertise na I know my stuff, na I know how to do video editing, I know how to do video script writing, I know how to generate content ideas that attract the attention of viewers. So, it also kind of showcases what skills and services that I can offer to you. Dahil nakikita mo ako, ano mga content ko, you get an idea of what I do. And also, dahil sa mga videos ko, parang you get an idea of what is my thought process, like parang how I actually do my work. Because in my videos, I can offer things like ano yung mga tips, ano yung mga hacks, ano yung mga tutorials. So you get an idea on how I actually do my work. Tapos itong number 3, ito yung parang favorite ko. Parang by watching your videos, parang I get to gauge as who you are as a person. Like, sino ka ba, like, bilang tao, not just as a service provider na hanggang video editing lang, script writing lang na. Sino ka ba as a tao? Siguro ang more in a way na maintindihan mo is parang if ka-vibes ba kita, parang ganun. That's how I would put it. Like yung who you are as a person is ka-vibes ba kita? Gusto ba kitang maka-work? Kasi there are certain, example ko na lang sarili ko, there are certain people na nakikita ko na magaling. Okay, yung work process at thought process nila. But if hindi ko sila ka-vibes or hindi ko sila ramdam, parang medyo, it's one of the factors na parang nire-reject ko yung offer. So yun, I think building that connection, it kind of has to do with building a connection. So yun. So, yeah. May tanong ba kayo, guys? Nakakaintindi pa kayo sa discussion ko?
Yes. Very simple ang mga terms and easy to grasp yung mga sinishare mo sa amin ngayon. And isang takeaway natin is yung KLT na concept. Know, like, and trust. O, chat nyo dyan, mga Fabs Lancers dyan sa comment box natin para, for recall purposes. Okay, you may continue, Ms. Hazel.
Okay, so, ang next topic natin is having the proper mindset. So, maraming medyo, based sa mga tinanong ko, I actually asked some of my friends, like what are the hurdles or mga challenges nila when it comes to video content creation. Marami actually. Pero for discussion purposes, pinili ko na lang yung top 3. So, ayun. Ito yung mga limiting beliefs nila, and let's try and change that into proper mindset. Okay, so number 1 na limiting belief is nahihiya ako.
Ay, marami kami makaka-relate dyan, Miss Hazel.
So, ayun. Marami rin sa mga friends ko na they're saying na nahihiya ako, kaya hindi ako nag-video content creation. Parang nahihiya sila kasi nahihiya sila when they see themselves on camera, when they see themselves on video. Nakikita nila yung mga pimples nila sa mukha, or baka boring ako kausap, or ano pa ba, like, yung boses, hindi ko gusto yung boses ko, parang mga ganong factors. Those are one of the reasons na sinasabi kaya sila nahihiya. But, nahihiya. Okay, so, let me see na nakita nyo guys yung video ko kanina, no? Yung reels ko.
Yes, yes.
Would you say that I'm confident in that video?
Oo naman.
Good. Kasi guys, the reason I asked that is because hindi ako ganyan dati. Isa rin ako na sobrang mahihain na tao before. I mean, nung high school, ito yung isa sa pinaka-memorable na natandaan ko nung high school kasi sa sobrang tahimik ko, sa sobrang pagiging mahihain ko, nasabihan ako na panis na yung laway ko. Which is medyo masakit siya kasi mahihain nga ako, pero parang when someone says something to you like that, medyo, syempre may parang sting.
Oo, but that's how introvert people act and behave. Diba?
Yeah, but dun ko rin na-realize na I don't have to stay that way, that I can also like make changes if I want to, if I choose to. So, ayun nga. One of the things na nag-push sa akin na to grow from yung pagiging mahihain ko is, alam ko na may potential pa ako. Kaya lang, yung pagiging mahihain ko is, I know it's standing in the way of me from doing something na alam ko kaya gawin. I know I can do so much more. So, it's viewing yung pagiging mahihain mo is something na parang, it's something na you don't have to be limited by, but it's something that you can actually grow from. Kasi nagawa ko na rin eh. Kaya kita niyo yung video ko, medyo confident. Sino akalain mahihain yun? So, ayun. So, yun guys. Gets nyo ba? May tanong ba kayo dyan?
More.
Okay. Subukan na ba tayo sa next limiting belief?
Yung mga FOPS Lancers, kindly comment sa chat box kung nakaka-relate pa ako sa idea ka, nahihiya ako. Marami. Isa na ako dun, Miss Hazel. Isa pa rin, until now, isa pa rin yung, one of my biggest challenges sa pagiging online freelancer. I cannot bring myself to do video content. Ganito ako kadaldal, pero hello. Alam yan ni Gala King.
Ay, okay. Hindi halata actually, Celeste. But you're very confident. Okay, so parang may padagdag na rin ako dyan sa nahihiya ako. So parang, you will feel fear, you will feel uncomfortable, pero you can always choose to still do it even if you're feeling that way. Ano yung parang famous term? Feel it, but do it anyway. Feel the fear and do it anyway. Ayun. Yun yung po na yun.
O, like ko yun. Feel the fear, but do it anyway. Oh, mailagay ko nga dyan.
Alright. So, move on na tayo sa next limiting belief. So, ang next limiting belief na nung tinanong ko mga friends ko is, wala pa akong video equipment. Parang, I think yun nga rin common na, limit, parang challenges kung bakit hindi ka mag-video content. Kasi parang, iniisip ng mga tao na you need yung mga high-tech na camera, mga high-tech na lighting, high-tech na microphone. But for me, I suggest you guys na parang start with what you have. Kasi ako, I started with just my phone lang. Yun lang. The point here is siguro is just get started, tapos improve na lang along the way. So, ayun nga, I started with my phone lang. Then, kasi parang ang kailangan nyo rin i-develop dito guys is yung consistency in creating videos. So, just get started. So, I started with my phone lang. Nung nakapag-ipon-ipon na, then I bought yung mga lightings. Then after a few months, bumili na ako ng mic. Then after a few months ulit, I worked on yung design sa likod, yung sa background. So, ayun guys. Don't let lack of video equipment stand in the way of you from creating video content. Just start. Pag may cellphone ka, start ka na. Yun lang masasabi ko doon. So, ayan. So, the next limiting belief naman is the reason bakit hindi sila nag-video content is kasi iniisip nila is may mas magaling pa sa akin.
Oo nga. Nakakababa yan ng confidence. Oo.
So, ayun guys. Sabi nila sa akin na one of the reasons kaya parang ayaw ko mag-content is kasi may mas magaling naman dyan. May mas makikinig sila doon kaysa sa akin. Pero guys, ito yung masasabi ko na yes, may mga mas magaling sa'yo. But there are also people na parang compared to your experience level, they're medyo di pa sila doon. So, kwento ko na lang din siguro kasi I had a talk with one of my clients, mga last week lang siguro. And for your information guys, itong client ko na to, medyo one of the top financial advisors siya. So, medyo mataas yung tingin ko sa kanya. So, parang during that time, parang may inferiority complex pa rin ako. Like, somehow, may limiting belief din ako. Kasi parang iisip ko na, pang taas-taas na niya, top financial advisors to in the Philippines, kako. Tapos, very well known siya. So, medyo nagulat ako nung sinabi niya na, yes, I may be a great businessman, but this area, which is yung video content creation, mga video editing, hindi ako magaling dyan. Kaya I need your help dyan. I need your guidance dyan. So, doon yung having that conversation with him, medyo na parang na-break yung limiting belief ko na kaya hindi ako nagko-content creation kasi may mas magaling sa akin. Isipin nyo na lang guys, that there are people na yes, may mas magaling sa'yo, but there are also people na hindi mas magaling sa'yo. There are people who will also need your guidance, who will need your help, and who will need your services. So yeah, yun yung masasabi ko dyan. Okay ba guys? Kaintindi ka?
As in caring. Para siyang I think that kind of interaction you had with your client, I think during the discovery call ninyo, yan, di ba, would be sort of a motivation sa'yo to break from your limiting belief na, uy, may mas magaling pa sa akin. And I also encourage yung lahat ng mga FOPS Lancers natin, Miss Hazel, who has the same limiting belief na, uy, although meron pang you think mas magaling pa sa inyo, instead of pababain yung self-confidence niyo, yung self-esteem niyo, why not learn from them and then share it to those people na nangangailangan ng service mo. Okay ba, FOPS Lancers? Then, may question pa lang dito, Miss Hazel. Ano daw yung mic na gamit mo? Pahay daw, sabi ni Jello Laga who is watching with us right now. And ano ba yung range ng microphone? Kailangan ba talagang yung microphone na gamit for the video content creation is yung mamahalin ba talaga? Yung pwede pang outdoor ba talaga? Ano ba yung may sasuggest mo? May bibigay na advice mo dito, Miss Hazel?
Actually guys, di ba nakita niyo yung video ko kanina, yung sa Reels? Clear ba yung audio doon? Okay lang ba yung audio doon?
Oo.
Actually, guys, yung mic na ginamit ko doon, nabili ko lang siya sa Shopee.
Reveal the price.
Walaan yung magkano.
Uy.
Guess ko magkano. Guess niyo muna.
Oy, Pops Lancers, pa-help naman. Magkano yung mic? May nagsabi dito, 200. Hindi naman.
No,
sure. Kasi really? Yung ganang kagandang mic?
Lapel mic, yung tawag doon. Yung parang naka-flip on mic siya. Alam yung...
Oo.
So, yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Pa-share doon ng link. Sa mga affiliate marketers dyan. This is your time. So, ibig sabihin, Miss Hazel, you don't need to invest or spend lots of money for you to become a video content creator. Just like what you said, utilize what you have right now. Then eventually, if you are earning, you invest little by little. Pero hindi mo kakayanin yung medyo mamahalin yung mga high-end na mga equipment. Start something or invest sa medyo lang, makakaya mo, di ba? Just like what you said, 200 yung microphone. Oh my G. Pahay daw. Sabi ni Miss Bernalita Duque Tesoro, he's watching with us right now.
Hi, Bernalyn.
Send ko pa. Send ko lang mamaya sa chat yung link.
Oo. Sige, thank you, Miss Hazel. Oo. Ito pa. Kailangan ba talaga may ring light bang keme-keme para sa mga video content creators? O okay na yung yung resolution ng camera mo either sa computer mo or sa mobile phone?
Actually, yung lighting kasi, nakaka-affect siya sa resolution. Parang nakaka-affect siya sa linaw ng mukha mo in the video. So, yeah. Lighting plays a big factor.
So, ayan. Ring light na this. Proper lighting? Yes. Checklist na daw.
So may padagdag din ako dun sa hindi mo kailangan ng mamahaling equipment. May padagdag akong quote dyan. I-FB nyo na to, guys. So, it's not about the tools. It's about how you use them.
Ay, pak na pak. Totoo yan. Kasi marami akong kakilala dyan ni Hazel na as in high-end yung mga softwares, mga video, yung mga equipment nila in creating your videos, yung mga content nila, pero wali yung content, di ba? So malaking factor din yung anong klaseng content yung gagawin mo. Hindi yun nakadepende sa mga tools na ginagamit mo. Eto, pahabol na tanong, Miss Hazel. Yung lighting daw, 2-way ba or 3-way?
2-way for me. Sana yun, 2-way siya.
Sa nagtatanong, 2-way daw, pwede na. Okay.
Okay. So move on na ba tayo to the next, kasi baka maubusan tayo ng oras.
Go, Miss Hazel.
Okay, so thank you. So, next section na tayo is how to get content ideas. Ito rin is one of the most common questions na tinatanong sa akin, how to get content ideas. There are a lot of ways, pero siguro, present ko na lang yung top 3 na ginagamit ko. So, number 1 is based on my own experiences. So, di ba nga, parang point of view natin dito is as freelancers with our own niche, with our own skills. Yun yung parang balak natin i-content, di ba? So, ang ginawa ko dito is based on my experiences nga, yung mga common na experience kong struggles, mga challenges, yun yung parang ginagawa ko ring content. Kasi, di ba, I experience it as a challenge din. Most likely, other people are also experiencing it as a challenge. So, yung mga moments dati na hindi ko tinitake note, parang tinitake note ko na. What do I mean by that? For example, kailangan ko gumawa ng like, how do I do this kind of edits? These kinds of edits. Di ba normally, ang ginagawa natin kapag hindi natin alam yung isang bagay is either we go to Google, it's like me. So, ang ginagawa ko, if I encounter instances like that na may challenge ako, tapos hinanap sa Google, nire-write ko na siya as a possible content for my videos. So yeah. Kasi nga, di ba, if challenge mo rin, most likely, challenge din ng ibang tao. So yeah, that's what I mean by based on our own experiences. Tapos, if you want to learn more naman from other people's experiences, well, you can go to websites like ChatGPT, Answer the Public, Quora, and Reddit. Ayan, yung mga websites na yan. So I think medyo self-explanatory na yung number 2. So
Yes.
move on na tayo kay number 3, which is parang favorite ko na method, si comment box method. So, paano ba itong ginagawa si comment box method? So, ang ginagawa ko is, for example, in my ang niche ko is video content creation or maybe video editing na lang yung niche ko. So, pupunta ako either kay TikTok or kay YouTube, tatype ko video editing. Lalabas dyan yung mga top videos for video editing. Diba? So, pupunta ako sa mga pinaka-popular na videos when it comes to video editing. Tapos, pupunta ako sa comment section. Bakit? Kasi, most likely, may mga tanong din dyan yung mga nanood ng video na yon. So, yung tanong na yon, you can use that as like a content idea for your next video. O bakit yun yung gagamitin mo? Kasi, yung market mo na yung nagsasabi na gusto nila itong content na to. Like, hinahanap na nila. Paano mo alam na hinahanap nila? Tinanong na kasi nila. So that's one of the ways na parang naghahanap din ako ng other content ideas, the comment box method. Kapag medyo naubos na ng ideas. So, ayun. May tanong ba kayo dun, guys?
Well, actually, that's a great way of coming up with a content idea. Hindi ko naisip comment box method. And yes, true yun, Miss Hazel, na why look for another content idea when nandun sa comment box yung kasagutan. Di ba? Ang isa sa main purpose on creating video content video content is for you to address yung existing problem ng mga audience mo. Di ba? Oh, baka nga. Maisulat ko nga dyan. And yes, tama yung shinare mo sa amin ni Hazel that there are a lot of content creators, particularly video content creators, but yung problem nila is how can they increase yung engagement at saka yung popularity ng kanilang mga video content. And it all falls down on what we call, aside sa consistency, is the authenticity of the content. For you to be able to be called authentic video content creators is for you to make yourself relatable or yung content mo relatable to your audience. And yan yung nakita ko actually, yung habang nang i-stalk ako sa iyo kanina, lahat ng mga reels mo, lahat ng mga videos mo, parang, ay naku, nakaka-relate. Kahit na sa presentation natin ngayon, di ba? Maraming mga FOPS lancers natin, maraming mga newbies sa online freelancing could really relate what you've been through sa journey mo as a video content creator.
Thank you. And siguro another thing you can do din is, yun nga, parang tanongin yung mga kaibigan yung mga challenges nila. Tapos kung anong challenges nila, gawa ka ng content about those.
Yeah.
So, ayun. Alright. So, move on na tayo to next. Ayan. Next is how to write your scripts naman. So, paano nga ba? So, again, maraming methods on how to write your scripts. Pero, ginawa ko na lang yung parang mga fundamental parts niya. And, yung present ko sa inyo na yun is parang yun yung pinaka-basic script structure. So, ano nga yun? So, ito yung script structure na to is 4 parts lang naman siya. It is hook. Number 1, first part is the hook. Second part is problem of your target market. Number 3, your proposed solution. Tapos number 4, your call to action. So, isa-isayin natin. So, si hook, one of the reasons bakit pinaka-importante yan in terms of video content is kasi, karamihan ba tayo nagti-TikTok na dito? Kahit nanonood lang ng TikTok? O,
Oh
di
my
ba,
God. Napag-iiwanan na ako. Miss Hazel, help!
Sorry. So, ayun nga. Pansin niyo ba kapag nagti-TikTok kayo minsan, yung nanonood kayo ng TikTok videos is, sobrang bilis na kayo mag-scroll. Like, parang wala pang 1 second, parang swipe up agad. So, yun yung one of the most important reasons kung bakit kailangan natin ng hook. Kasi, ina-avoid natin na si viewer mag-scroll siya away from us, from our video content. So, yung first 3 seconds talaga is allocated for the hook. Kasi its purpose is to grab the attention of your viewers. Kailangan mong i-pick yung interest nila. And my tip siguro for this is hook them emotionally. Kasi if you're able to pick their emotions, if you're able to tap into their emotions, they're most likely to give their attention to you. At least for the first few seconds, like, o sige, hook mo ako dito. Parang, I will give you some time in order for, parang i-depend mo yung sarili mo kung bakit pa kita bibigyan ng oras. Parang ganon. So, one of the tips siguro, may mga structures si hook dito, pero pag isa-sum up ko na lang siguro, how to create a great hook is maging marites ka. Like, parang...
Magagamit talaga sa marites dito, Miss Hazel?
Yes. Kasi parang yung si hook, in a way, para siyang title. So, parang, paano ba nakukuha yung attention ni Marites? Di ba parang medyo ginagandahan mo yung title or yung mga first few words na binabanggit mo. Kaya mo nakukuha yung attention nila.
Sample daw ng hook as a video content ko. For example, sa isang, sample daw, Miss Hazel.
Okay, so yung isa is yun sa recent ko nagawa for a client. Ang na-take off ko na heading is dito is, ang main video content idea is about retirement. Retirement of your parents or kung magre-retire ka. Ang naisipan ko hook dito, huwag kang pabigat sa mga anak mo. Nakakagrab ba ng tension yun? Ano ba ng emotion?
Nakakaantig. Oo.
Diba?
Maraming nakaka-relate.
So that's what I mean. Like parang, gawin mo parang somehow i-marites mo, tapos lagyan mo ng parang emotional something. Like, sa hook mo, make them feel something. Either make them curious, make them excited, or patamaan mo sila. Effective din yan. So, ayun. So, yun yung for the hook naman. So, ayun nga. Next part naman is, after ni hook, problem naman ni market. Problem ni market. Bakit problem ni market yung isusunod natin after the hook? Kasi, when we're talking about problems, as people with, for example, if may problema ka, di ba mas proactive ka maging, like you're more proactive to look for solutions. Or you're more proactive to listen to other people kapag they might have a solution to your problem. So, ayun. Ayun nga. Example ko is, yung hook, wag kang pabigat sa anak. Parang ganyan. Tapos yung problem of market, here are the top 5 challenges when it comes to retirement. Parang gano'n. Tapos afterwards naman dyan is yung proposed solution. Sa solution natin, parang more of, you can give tips dyan, you can give tutorials, or you can give hacks. So medyo, sa tips, you can give mga top 3 tips, yung mga listicles. Sa tutorials, you can give naman yung mga video recordings or screen recordings o paano mo gawin isang bagay. Tapos sa hacks naman, ito yung mga bagay na parang you were able to discover for yourself. Tapos, nagpadali sa process mo. Parang gano'n. Tapos, itong si call to action naman, parang, it's simply answering like, how can they get more of you? Whether that's in terms of video content, I want to get more video content from you, or maybe I can enroll in your courses, I can get your services or products. So, in summary, siguro, ito. Si hook it grabs their attention. Si problem, it maintains their attention. Si solution, parang ang main objective niya dun is parang make your viewers feel thankful dahil they paid attention to you. Like, mapapasabi sila na, ay, buti na nadaanan ko tong video na to. Yun yung parang goal mo for the solution. Tapos for call to action naman, how can they get more from you? Whether that's in terms of services, whether that's in terms of video content, or maybe your products. So, ayun. So, okay ba tayo guys? Or medyo mabilis?
Okay lang, right? Yung swak na swak yung pacing, Miss Hazel. Parang, I can't get enough of you. How can we get more of you, Miss Hazel?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so, move on to the next one. Alright. So, for next naman is ito yung, how to set up your recording area. So, ito yung parang siguro yung setup ng video, ng setup ng background nyo. So, ayun nga, nabanggit ko kanina, like, start with what you have. Pero parang may tinatawag akong kasi parang order of priority when it comes to recording area at tapos yung sa equipment natin. So, foremost, ang number one ko dyan is si camera. Pwede yung DSLR or pwede rin phone. Okay na yan. So, as long as may camera na ako, start na ako mag-video. Then afterwards, pag nakapag-ipon-ipon na, invest na ako for lighting. Then afterwards, bili na ako for audio equipment or microphone. Number 4, for background design. Or yung parang if I want parang mga something dito sa likod ko. Wait lang. Hindi ko nasama dito yung picture ko ng setup ko. Oh, gosh. Hindi ko nasama. Hindi ko siya nasama, guys. Sorry.
Mangi-stock na lang kami sa mga social media accounts mo. Oh, by the way, talking about yung background design, what is the most parang safe na background design that is pwede siyang parang hindi masakit sa mata sa viewers? At saka kaaya-aya kang tingnan sa camera.
I think doon papasok yung parang two-way lighting. Lang search ko na.
Two-way lighting daw. Take note mga Fox Lancers. Yung when in terms sa color palette ng background mo, kailangan bang i-apply yung color branding mo or kailangan tayong mag-shift sa another colors na pwede natin gamitin as background in creating videos?
For me, kapag may brand colors ka na, stick to your brand colors. Ako parang di pa ako parang solid sa branding ko. So parang more of experimentation stage pa ako. Kaya parang medyo lenient pa ako in terms of my colors. Pero if my brand colors ka na, and if you're already trying to establish like a certain brand for your viewers, ang gamitin yung colors sa videos, ang light colors sa video nyo is yung brand colors. That's what I would suggest. Pero ako parang hindi pa ako medyo going to branding, experimentation pa lang. So medyo hindi pa ako medyo serious dun sa part na yun. So yeah. Right. So move on tayo. Next, Sky. How to talk in your videos. So, ito yung most, for me, ito yung most napapabayaan. Hindi siya masyadong natatanong. Pero for me, it's an important part in terms of video content creation. Bakit? Kasi, in my videos, there are two things na ginagamit ko in terms of how I speak, in terms of my voice. At ito yung mga tinatawag na upward inflection, tapos si downward inflection. So, ano si upward inflection? So, example natin yung topic natin for tonight, which is how to attract clients with video content. Excuse me. So, an example of upward inflection on how you pronounce something is pa ganito. How to attract clients with your video content. Medyo pataas siya at the end of the sentence. Pataas, kaya upward inflection. Kasi at the end of the sentence, pataas siya. Pag downward inflection, ito yung example. How to attract clients with video content. Di ba pababa siya? Pababa. Downward inflection. So, medyo strategic ko siya ginagamit. I use upward inflection if gusto ko, I want to appear more friendly, or if I want to ask a question. Gagamitin ko si upward inflection. Yung pataas, parang pataas yung boses mo at the end of the sentence. Tapos, si downward inflection naman, ginagamit ko siya whenever I want to appear as more of an authority, more confident, and as someone more credible. Like, parang I want you to know, through my voice pala na, I'm a person with authority. I'm a person who is credible. I'm a person na you can trust. So, yun yung strategic ways on how to use upward inflection and downward inflection. So, upward inflection, summary lang, use it if you want to appear more friendly or sound more friendly. Downward inflection, use it if you want to sound more confident and if you want to sound more credible. So, ayun. On that part. And also, another thing is, I also use hand gestures in my videos. Bakit? Yung tanong. So, the reason why I use hand gestures in my videos is because, number one, it helps build more trust. Bakit? So, explanation more of psychology na naman siya. So, ayun. So, for example, di ba pag, nung dating panahon, nung medyo di pa modernize mga paano ko ma-explain? So, it helps build authority kasi if pinapakita mo yung hands mo, it's like you're showing na wala kang weapons. Subconsciously, iniisip ng utak mo, ay safe ako kasi this person is not holding any weapons. As compared when hindi mo nakikita yung hands ng tao. Bakit? Kasi pag nakatago yung kamay ng tao, hindi nakikita ng mata mo, parang subconsciously, iniisip ng utak mo, ay baka may weapon tong tao na to. Ay baka saktan ako nito. So, subconsciously, parang parang nababawasan yung trust points sa'yo. So, that's why parang, if na-notice niyo sa videos ko, I use hand gestures. Kasi, it's one of the subconscious ways para you gain additional trust points. And, like points with your viewers. So, ayun. It helps build more trust and Ayun. And another thing, kung bakit ako nag-use ng hand gestures, it helps build more authority. Bakit? Kasi, talking heads, di ba? I'm explaining some stuff on my videos. I'm able to explain it or vocally, di ba? Na yun, if I'm able to somehow express it also, physically, through my hand gestures or body language, subconsciously, iniisip din ng brain mo na, ay, this person really knows what he's talking about. Bakit? Kasi she's not only able to explain it vocally, pero na-explain niya rin physically through her hand gestures or body language. So, yun. Nahalatang medyo interested sa psychology, no?
Oo, pasok na pasok talaga. Para, yun na nga sinabi ko sa iyo, Ms. Hazel, kanina, yung video content creation, nilang basta-basta gagawa ka lang ng content. Meron talagang mga strategies and techniques para maging effective yung content mo. And talking about, ma-share ko lang talaga, if I may add, tungkol sa yung paggamit ng hand gestures. Sa amin, when we do speeches, we usually, kailangan talaga may hand gestures. But not to the point na parang nilalagari mo yung hangin, sowing the wind, kumbaga. It's more of, kasi tama yung sinabi mo, it builds authority and it builds trust. Kasi you as a speaker, you as a video content creator, or strategist for the matter, dun makikita ni audience or ni viewer how truthful and authentic you are. And gaya sinabi mo na you know what you're talking about, and alam mo which part of your speech, which part of the content binibigyan mo ng emphasis. based sa hand gestures mo. Diba? Oo. Nagamit ko rin. Magagamit ko pala yun sa video content creation.
Yes, tapos one of the advantage pag ginagawa mo rin kasi parang pwede ka rin mag-stand out from other content creators kasi hindi
Yes.
alam yung ganong factors. So, ayun.
And that's what I usually saw from the yung mga sikat na mga video content creators. Hand gestures talaga. And ikaw na nanonood dun sa mga videos nila, Miss Hazel, makaka-engage ka talaga sa kanila, makaka-interact ka based on their videos.
True. Alright. So, last part na tayo ng session natin. So, last part is si basic video editing. So, in this part, pinag-isipan ko kung anong mga i-discuss ko kasi hindi ako sure kung may knowledge na yung audience natin. So, parang nagbibigay lang ako ng top 3 tips dito with regards to basic video editing. So, ayun nga. Yung question kanina, if kailangan ba na may knowledge kay Adobe Premiere Pro, kay After Effects, Illustrator, not necessarily. Kasi, you can already use one of the beginner-friendly apps katulad ni CapCut. It's also something I personally use also in my video content. Pwede na rin siya, guys. Pwede siya for beginners and pwede na rin siya for professionals. Maganda talaga si CapCut. I highly recommend siya. So, si CapCut, don't worry guys, available siya for desktop, laptop, and phone. So, ayun. So, pinag-isipan ko actually if magde-demo ako ng video editing dito, but tinake ko into consideration na baka hindi pa nasa ganung level yung audience natin. So,
Miss Hazel, kakaroon tayo ng part 2 nito. O, di ba?
Pwede. Go ako dyan.
Ay, nako, i-plot ta sa schedule.
Okay lang sa akin. You can invite me dyan. Sige. Okay. So, top 3 tips ko na lang for video editing for beginners is number 1, cut out mga dead airs or mga retakes. So, di ba, common sa pag nagbi-video content tayo is nakakailang retakes tayo. Pali if nabulol tayo or may hindi tayo nagustuhan na pronunciation or hindi natin gusto yung itsura ng buhok natin, bali, marami tayong i-cut out. So, ayun. Cut out natin yung mga retakes na yun. And kapag may mga silent moments, cut out din natin. Kasi ang ililib lang natin dun sa video content is yung mga relevant stuff and mga important stuff lang. And number 2, add text. One of the reasons bakit ako naglalagay ng text sa mga videos ko kasi it has to do with something called si pattern interruptions. So, si pattern interruptions, ito yung parang one of the ways in order to maintain your audience's attention. Ano ba si pattern interrupt? Like, di ba pansin niyo sa mga videos na yun, like every 3 seconds may nangyayari, either a sound effect, either a text, or may something na lumilitaw, may lumilipad or something. So, since for beginners, I suggest lang muna, use a pattern interrupt pa lang si text. Pattern interrupt is like parang may nagbabago dun sa visuals ng video. So, ayun. Mag-add ng text so that you can have, ayun, yung pattern interruptions. Tapos, si sound effects naman, I recommend you guys na use it whenever there's some, for example, may sentence kayo. Tapos, there's a certain word na gusto i-emphasize. Doon sa word na gusto i-emphasize, doon yung lagyan ng sound effects. So, yeah. Ayun. So, siguro as a wrap-up, panoorin ulit natin yung video ko from kanina. Kita pa. Para to sum things all up. Para ba? As profile ko. Tapos, pansinin na siguro guys yung mga na-discuss ko kung na-apply ko pa dito sa video ko.
Posting video content?
Joy.
Are you posting video content? Here's a simple way to get more trust from your viewers. I'm Hazel Season, short-form video strategist, and today I will show you a simple tip to get more trust from your viewers. And like I said, it's very simple. In fact, it's as simple as just showing your hands on video. I'm serious. You see, the reason for this is because when a person first meets someone, the very first thing their brain looks at is your hands. And the reason for this is because the brain's main function is to keep you safe, to protect you, and make sure no one is gonna end you with some sort of weapon in their hands. Once you show your hands, the brain gives its biological response that you're safe, this person isn't carrying any weapons, you can trust them. And that is one of the simple tips you can use to get instant trust from your viewers. Follow if you want more video performance tips. Are you?
So, ayun.
Nice.
So, that ends my presentation. And maraming salamat sa pakikinig sa akin.
Thank you so much, Miss Hazel. Hitik na hitik sa laman yung presentation mo. And for that, parang nakukulangan kami. How can we get more from you, Miss Hazel? Oh, diba? Ang ganda. Thank you so much for sharing with us your knowledge and skills about video content creation, Miss Hazel. And before that, meron lang akong a question for you na ano ba yung pwede mong ma-share na tips para dun sa mga beginners or sa gustong mag-venture into video content creation? Yung ultimate na advice mo for them?
Like video content creation, like in general?
Yes.
Ano ba? Tips.
Pagbalagin natin, the biggest lesson that you've learned in your journey as a video content strategist. Oh, pak na pak.
Parang nahihirapan ako mag-isip. Kasi parang si content creation, marami siyang parts. So parang nahihirapan ako mag-isip.
As an online freelancer, the one who is giving that kind of service,
pwede i-niche down natin kung like video editor, script writing.
Ano na lang natin, how are you going, yung sa client relationship na lang, as a video content strategist, how do you go around, siguro, pag-address ng problems, or what kind of, how are you going to give solutions to the problems na present sa'yo ni client na maa-address yun using the video content creation?
Okay, so before I accept someone as client, parang malaking factor talaga for me doon is this a person that parang I vibe with? Like parang can I vibe with this person? Or parang
same wavelength kayo?
Parang ganon. Kasi I've learned kasi na if you're not on the same wavelength, hindi kayo tatagal. So, it's a big, lalo na for me, na creative process si video content creation.
Yes.
Medyo tied in dyan, for me, yung emotions. Kasi for me, one of the things kaya nagiging creative ako kasi naka-tie in with my emotions. Na yun, if hindi ko ka-vibe si, client, medyo parang, I can't be as creative for them. So, pag sa DC pa lang, or pakilala stage pa lang, medyo kinikilala ko na, is this someone I can vibe with? Ganon. Tapos, check naman siya, more of communication talaga. Kasi, sa mga chats namin na medyo nagiging detailed na ako whenever I chat. Kasi, sometimes, yung pagkakaintindi mo, hindi pala yun yung pagkakaintindi ni client. So, sa mga chats ko, parang I become as detailed as possible na whenever I chat. To avoid yung mga to avoid miscommunication.
False situations, oo.
Kasi I've experienced that before. Like, may nagawa na akong isang video, ang tinutukoy pala ni client, yung isang video. So, parang, okay na ako sa isang video, pero ang requirement pala yung isang video. Buti naman, parang di pa masyadong deadline nun, kaya nagawan pa rin ang paraan. Pero starting from then, medyo naging detailed na ako whenever in terms of my communication. Okay na maging over-detailed, basta I'm sure na nagkakaintindi kami, kesa kulang.
Yes, that's true. Kaya hindi ibig sabihin, di ba, Miss Hazel, eto kasi yung common na perception ng mga online freelancers na once na may, alam natin, kailangan natin yung pinagkakakitaan, especially palapit yung Pasko, mga ninong at ninang natin dyan, nagpaparamdam na kami ni Miss Hazel. Di ba? Going back, hindi ibig sabihin na may mga clients who are seeking sa mga services mo ay kuha ka ng kuha. Ang end yan nagiging toxic na. Kasi hindi mo, hindi mo ka-wavelength, hindi mo kasabayan ng vibes, di ba? Nandito tayo sa online freelancing because we love doing what we do. We are passionate on what we're doing. At saka at the same time, pinagkakakitaan natin. Okay, so with that, Miss Hazel, thank you so much for gracing Fox Academy tonight. And for that, we have a little token for you. Okay, sharing our screen right now. Wait, loading pa.
Ano kaya to? Curious ako bigla. Na-hook ako.
Oo, pamasko. Wait. Oh, but while waiting for that, Miss Hazel, how can we get more from you? Can you share with us your social media accounts so that we can follow and like your videos?
You can go to my Facebook profile na lang. Tapos nandun na rin yung mga links ko to my other socials.
Ayan. So, better follow Miss Hazel this season sa kanya social media accounts, especially yung TikTok sa Facebook. Doon, marami tayong matututunan from Miss Hazel D. Okay. Hello, Miss Hazel. Ito we have certificate of appreciation. Ano ba to? This is hereby awarded to Miss Hazel this season for being a resource person on the webinar session entitled How to Attract Clients with Video Content, initiated by the Filipino Online Professional Service Cooperative, FOPSCO Academy, held last October 17, 2023. Signed by FOPSCO Chairperson, ang walang kupas ang ganda na si Miss Rochelle Rivera de Ocampo at yung Gala King. FOPSCO Academy Administrator natin na si Sir Dennis Fagio. We're gonna send this one to you via email po, Miss Hazel. Thank you so much. And for parting words before we end, Miss Hazel. Magkapart tayo nito.
Ending words, you can change career paths. Kasi you can change career paths because you're not limited to what you were in the past. Ayun for me, kasi from accountancy to video creator. Medyo iba, no?
Ang layo, di ba? Oo.
So, ayun, you're not limited by, your future is not limited by your past. Or you're not contained by, you're not limited to the person who you were before. Ayun.
Ayan. So there you have it, mga fellow Fox Lancers. Si Miss Hazel D. Season. Please don't forget to follow her social media accounts. At lahat na dyan. Estokin nyo na si Miss Hazel doon. Parami kayong matututunan. And please don't forget to like also the Facebook page at saka na ating FOPSCO, the Filipino Online Professional Service Cooperative. At thank you sa mga sponsors. Thank you so much for watching with us and being with us, guys, and hope to see you next week. At saka bukas may FOPSCO, do not forget. And please like our page, facebook.com/popsco.ph, a national-based cooperative for Filipino online professionals. And you may also find us on Instagram, YouTube, and LinkedIn, and Kumu. If you had some takeaways in tonight's show, please share this episode so others can learn also like you. For FOPSCO members, knocking on the door who like to work together, please join us via our Zoom co-working space every Mondays to Fridays po yan, 9 a.m. to 12. Meron din tayong pa-Zumba dyan. Just go to fopsco.ph/co-working. And also, wag nating kalimutan yung FOPSCO Media, our partner in giving you this awesome and informative virtual program. Now, join us again Next week, same time, video Zoom pa rin. At saka Facebook Live dito sa Popsco Academy 6 to 7 p.m. for another interesting show with another special guest. And for Popsco family, let's keep growing together. Good night.
We grow together.